Shiloh Briggs to kick it off. It's a very short kick that's going to drop it around the 23-yard line, picked up by one of the short men. A fake reverse at running right. Nearly hit at the 20-yard line. Breaks a tackle across the 25 to the 28-yard line. On the return by Joey Lucero. Officially a 5-yard return. That's where Lamar will set up offensively. The quarterback is Jake Walker this afternoon for Lamar. He's only at 5'8", 145 pounds. In the backfield are Joey Lucero and Mike Caddick. The wide receivers, a 3-wide receiver set, according to what we have here. Tristan Osborne, Mike Bryant, and Angelo Valdez. On the line, Joe Herrera, Travis Hall, Tyrell Woodward, Dalen Kerr, and Alexi Kelly. 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line. One setback right now for Walker and the Savages. Man in motion to the right. This will be a handoff right up the gut and nothing. Hit at the line of scrimmage. That excellent brush defense was able to contain the ball carrier, Joey Lucero, I believe that was, from that position. We'll check it now. The Diggers defensively go like this on the line. Eric Ingmeyer, Adam Hinojos, Jared Marwitz, Matt Manier, and Kyle Temple. The linebackers, Josh Deal and David Cummings. In the secondary, Tomas Perez, Mitch Muniz, Drew Tredford, and Neil Samples. And that was Lucero on the carry. 2nd down and 10. In motion to the right, Valdez. Play action. Walker wants to throw to the right. The pass is complete at the 32-yard line, but brought down immediately by Neil Samples. It's a gain of 4 yards, and it'll be 3rd down and 6.
I'll tell you what, John, that was a real nice little play that Lamar ran right there. What they did is they faked the same play that they ran before. They faked the trap up the middle, and then Walker just made a real nice fake. He dropped back, rolled out here to his, running to his left, and threw the ball to his man out here in the flats. And unfortunately for Lamar, Neil Samples was right there and made a great open field tackle and prevented a 1st down.
Yeah, definitely a solo tackle. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, a naked backfield here. Let's see if the Beat Diggers can put some pressure on Jake Walker on 3rd down and 6 from their own 32. Valdez is in motion to the left. Quick drop. Walker looking to his left, rolling out to his left, wants to throw. He heaves it across his body, and it's complete off the deflection, and now it's intercepted. Or is it dropped? Boy, it was tipped around twice. It looked like the first man, Valdez, had it. Then it was Lucero, and then it was dropped at the 47-yard line. But that was a pinball, Dave, as the ball was all over the place. Nearly a great catch over there at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, again, the coaches of Lamar showing some faith in their quarterback because they're rolling left, and he's a right-handed quarterback. And he rolled left, and it looked like he was just going to tuck it and run with it. And he saw his receiver come open over the middle. He threw it in there, and then that ball bounced around, and the Diggers almost came up with it.
So Walker will have to punt. Back deep for the Beat Diggers is Tyler Ferrancini, standing at his own 34-yard line. 4th down and 6 from the 32. Low snap. Here comes the pressure. A fluttering punt, which will drop at the 38-yard line, and Ferrancini will let it go. And that's where the Beat Diggers will take over. A punt of 30 yards. And Brush sets up like this on offense with 10-11 to go in the opening quarter. The quarterback, as has been the case all season, is none other than Joe Ginther. Greg Geno and Shiloh Briggs in the backfield. Out on the wide receiver slot is J.R. Finley, the flanker Bobby Gutierrez, Kyle Temple, the tight end, Josh Deal, Adam Hinojos, Matt Manier, James Ginther, and David Cummings on the offensive line. It'll be 1st down for the Beat Diggers. They'll mark it at their own 37-yard line. Man in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, the handoff left side. That looks like it's Nate Hepner across the 40 to the 41-yard line. And it's a gain of 3. Lamar defensively sets up like this. On the line, Mike Caddick, Joe Herrera, Alexi Kelly, Shane Herrera. The 4 linebackers, Dalen Kerr, Tyrell Woodward, Angelo Valdez, and Robbie Wilcher. Tristan Osborne, Mike Bryant, and Brandon Cochran are in the secondary. The gain of 4 to the 41. It'll be 2nd down and 6 to go for the Diggers. The backs are split. Receiver in motion to the left. An inside handoff for Hepner and a big gainer across the 45 to the 47. He nearly broke it close to a 1st down as the tackle was made there by Lamar's Dalen Kerr, the 185-pound senior linebacker.
What Brush did on that play, John, was they had their flanker out here on the right side, and Joe Ginther put him in motion, and they made Lamar start thinking that he was going to crack back on the linebacker, and they were going to try to sweep the ball with Shiloh Briggs' excellent speed on the outside. So that forced Lamar to start watching the outside. It opened up the inside run for Nate Hepner.
Yeah, and right now, I wouldn't be surprised if They execute another inside run, third and less than a yard to go. Hebner left side, first down to the 50. He runs over a man. He's to the 46-yard line, and it's a gain of 7 for Nate Hebner and a Brush first down, and that's old-time Brush football.
You bet. You know, the one thing about Brush, the fullbacks have never been known for their speed. You know, they're just guys that can put their shoulders down and keep their shoulders in front of their knees and just power straight ahead for 5 and 6 yards a pop.
Yeah, we might not see much passing today by Brush, the way they're running the football so far. Man in motion to the left, first and 10 for the Lamar 46. There's a pitch left to Briggs, a shot to the outside of the 45, and he's down at the 43-yard line. An excellent open field tackle by the Lamar player, Jesus Fernandez. The 5'4", 135-pound freshman. You rarely see playing time out of a freshman, but the gain of 3 makes it second down and 7.
You bet. Just a Brush kind of put Kyle Temple in motion there, and they ran him in, and then they ran him back out, and they were able to hook the defensive end of the Savages and pick up 4 yards on that carry.
Second down and 7, Brush for the Lamar 43. In motion to the right, and now getting the handoff and running to the 40, to the outside of the 35, inside the 35, down to the 30-yard line is Bobby O'Kelly. A very well-executed play. It's a gain of 13 and a first down.
Yeah, O'Kelly right there went back to that offense that Brush has been running all year, where they send their flanker in motion and Ginther turns around really fast and hands him the ball, and Lamar wasn't ready for that one after a big 13-yard carry.
Hebner and breaks in the backfield, first and 10 on the right hash mark from the Lamar 30. In motion to the right is Gutierrez. This will be a quick handoff to Briggs, right side. He stood up at the 28-yard line, but Angelo Valdez brings him down at the 27 because Briggs, like Hebner, a very tough runner, you can't tackle him too high, Dave. If not, they're going to gain extra yards.
You bet, and I'll tell you what, Shiloh is so fast and he's so powerful that if they're not sure-handed when they make that tackle, he's going to break it and just shoot right there, down there into the end zone before they know what happens to him.
The Beat Diggers have taken nearly 3 minutes off of game time on this drive. It's second down and 7 with the ball at the 27-yard line. In motion to the left is Gutierrez. Backs are split. Ginther is going to hand it off to Hebner left side. He's going to get a yard. That's about it. Gang tackling by the right side of that Lamar defensive line. Leading the charge on that play was Joe Herrera, the 6', 250-pound senior lineman. And will they give him a yard? Boy, maybe just a yard to the 26, but a tenuous one at that. And it's a third down and 6 situation.
And, you know, Lamar's running that 4-4 defense, and with the 4-4, you're going to see teams do a lot of blitzing, and that time Lamar guessed right, and they stuffed the hole up.
Third down and 6. The Beat Diggers from the Lamar 26. In motion to the left is Briggs. He'll get the handoff running left, the seam back towards the inside, and he's down at the 24-yard line. Boy, if that one player for Lamar and Joe Herrera, who's made a few tackles in this game already, doesn't make that play, perhaps Briggs is a first down. He only got 1 to the 25.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Shiloh, that time, you know, he cut it back up the middle because Lamar's defensive end did a pretty decent job of containing him. Had that defensive end not been there, Shiloh had the outside was wide open. If he got to the sideline, Shiloh could have been gone on that play.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he thought he had more daylight in the middle when he actually had more running room on the outside. 4th and 5, Beat Diggers at the 25. In motion to the right, O'Kelly. He gets the handoff, wants to sweep it outside. No running room. He's going to be nailed at the 26-yard line. We might have a face mask there as a penalty flag went down unless the Beat Digger was holding there. I did see some grabbing, but let's see what the penalty is all about. If it's against Brush, that'll be declined, and Lamar will have the football. It is a loss of 1. And the preliminary indication is going to be against the Beat Diggers, a block in the back apparently, and that should be declined, and Lamar will have the football on their own 26-yard line after that 1-yard loss. But nonetheless, Dave, a pretty good drive for Brush.
You bet, and part of this game, like we've said in the past, Brush football is keeping the other team's offense off the field, and Brush did just that with only 5 minutes left in the first quarter. They had the ball almost this whole first quarter, so as long as we have the ball, you know, they're not going to score. 4
minutes and 16 seconds of game time. Over a third of that quarter they took up, and that's what Brush wants to do. 1st and 10 for Lamar, moving right to left in their home black uniforms with the orange numerals and orange helmets. The lone setback is Joey Lucero. Valdez in motion to the right, gets the handoff on the end around. Very similar play that the Beat Diggers ran with O'Kelly, but nothing doing there. Brush is true to the test, and a lot of Beat Diggers in on that play. David Cummings, who's been leading the charge for the Beat Diggers much of the season, holds Lucero to what they'll call a 2-yard gain to the 28. They gave him some extra momentum there, and it's second down and 8.
You bet the Diggers weren't fooled that time. Defensive end over there, Drew Tedford, came up with a real nice tackle just by staying home, and and being ready.
From the 28-yard line, the backs are split. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. In motion is Angelo Valdez. The pitch left to Lucero. Swings it to the outside, but Neil Samples is right there. Boy, that was nearly helmet to helmet, shoulder pad to shoulder pad. He met his match there in Lucero, and Lucero lost that battle. It's a loss of 2.
You bet. Neil's just an excellent open field tackler. You know, he gets out there, he sets up, he doesn't leave his feet, he waits for the back to make his move, and then he gets his head in front and makes a nice tackle.
I mean, when you're not a big kid, Dave, it's all about fundamentals, technique.
You bet. You got to stay low. You got to shoot a real nice double leg, and that's something Neil's real good at.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. We know with that, 41-1 record last year in his junior year in wrestling. 3rd down and 10 at the 26-yard line for Lamar on their own side of the field. Lucero in motion to the right, a naked backfield. Walker back to pass to the 22. Over the middle, the pass is complete. And a 1st down across the 40 to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 17. And the pass was caught by Mike Bryant, the 6-foot, 170-pound senior wide receiver. And he certainly, Walker did, thread the needle very nicely.
You bet. He just stood up real tall in the pocket. He threw the ball up there above his head and right over the top of his offensive line, and Bryant just ran a real nice little 5 to 7 yard post pattern over the middle, got behind the linebackers for a nice 1st down.
Lamar with the football at their own 43 as Angelo Valdez is in motion to the right. The handoff in the middle to Lucero. A big hole across the 50 into Beat Digger territory. Still on his feet, stumbling over ball carriers to the 35. It's a gain of 22 and a 1st down, and the Beat Diggers there with probably their 1 lap so far here defensively in the 1st quarter.
You bet. And again, you know, what happened there is Lamar's got a lot of fakes going on in the backfield. They're making Brush think the ball's going out wide. And if the Brush people there on the inside, if the linebackers and linemen don't stay home and do their job, you know, he's going to pop loose in the middle with those traps.
Yep, it looked like they definitely got sucked in by that fake end around. And the result was a 22-yard gain. Now Lamar is threatening as the Diggers were a few minutes ago. On the 35-yard line, left hash mark. This will be a handoff to Lucero up the middle. And he gets to about the 31-yard line. Corralling him and making the play was Adam Hinojos, the 6-foot, 240-pound junior. 2nd down and 6. This will be the 6th play of the drive.
Yeah, nothing fancy. Lamar's just running the ball right up the middle and just challenging Brush to who's going to control the line of scrimmage.
They're kind of doing what Brush wants to do on offense and what Brush did on offense in their opening drive. 2nd down and 6 for the 31. Back to throw is Walker, looking right, heaves it down the sideline. That pass is going to be caught by Valdez all the way down to the 1-yard line. It's a big pickup of 26 yards. Check that. A pickup of 30 yards and a 1st and goal at the 1.
Yeah, he was wide open. Our cornerback sucked way up on that pattern. They had 2 receivers out there, and they ran their first receiver, and he ran a post, and our corner went with him, while the other guy ran more of a chair pattern to the outside and just came wide open. And he was about 5 steps behind our cornerback, and hence a 30-yard pass play.
Yeah, you've got to credit Walker. A perfect throw there as Valdez just brought that football in. 2 men in the backfield. 1st and goal for the 1. In motion to the left, Valdez, and now we have a flag down. Let's see if they were, it's a legal procedure. That's what the penalty was against Lamar. So the Diggers get a mini break there. The ball will be back at the 6-yard line. And getting 6 yards looks like it could be easy on 1st and goal, but with the field so condensed, if the Beat Diggers can hold them down the first 2 plays, you never know what happens on a 3rd down.
You bet. 6 yards is a long ways, and it's not very far out in the middle of the field. You get down close into the red zone, and 6 yards could be an eternity.
Lucero, the lone setback on 1st and goal. Valdez in motion to the left, hard count, and there was movement again by Lamar, and they're going to run the play left, and a loss of 2 by Lucero, who fumbles the football. He was down. Boy, a great tackle there. Josh Deal, who's a very intense player, as you know, Dave, just horse-collared him and brought him to the ground. They went through with the play. Now, I don't know if they illegal shift is the call. They did go through with the play. Now, if you're the Beat Diggers here, do you just decline that and make it 2nd and goal from the 8 or 1st and goal from the 11?
Well, I don't know. You know, this is just exactly what we were talking about in the pregame. You know, here we're moving them back. It looks like we're getting some penalties to help us out, whether it's 1st down, 2nd down, and long. It seems like whenever we have them on their heels, it ends up scoring a touchdown. So I don't know here.
And Randy Dreitz has decided to take the play and not the penalty. I think it's the right call. 2nd and goal from the 8 on the left hash mark. And now the lone setback is Mike Caddick, a junior. You rarely see an 88 in the backfield, but that's the case for Lamar. 2:40 to go in the opening quarter. No score in the opening round of this 2A playoff game. Walker back to pass, looking right. Will heave it high towards the back corner of the end zone. It is incomplete. Broken up beautifully over there by Bobby O'Kelly, intended for Mike Bryant, and that was definitely a touchdown-saving play, Dave.
You bet, and I'll tell you what, O'Kelly was beat there again, too. And right when he got there, I thought he was going to go up in the air and go for the ball, but he was even a step further back because he wasn't in position to be able to do that. He had to make the hit, and you're right, it did save the touchdown.
Third down and goal, as Dave and I were talking about. Once you get it to third down, anything can happen here. The backs are split. Walker wants to pass at his 13, throws inside, incomplete. A little down and in pattern, again intended for Bryant at the goal line, defended by both Bobby O'Kelly and Neil Samples. It's fourth down, and Dave, on this field, it's not going to be easy to kick a field goal.
No, it's not. You know, the field, it's kind of, you know, there's a little bit of green out there, but that grass is looking pretty dry, and the field's looking pretty hard. So it's going to be interesting to see what they come up with here on fourth down.
Well, this is a classic example. You can't beat yourselves. They had a first and goal at the 1. They still have a shot here to score. They've got two receivers to the right, Valdez and Bryant. The man to the left is Matt Lira on fourth and goal for the 8. Back to pass is Walker. Pumps. Rolls to his right. Here comes the pressure. Gets away from the pressure. Still rolling towards the 15-yard line. Is going to throw on the run. Complete touchdown. Oh, in the right corner of the end zone. Caught. An 8-yard reception by Angelo Valdez, and Lamar takes the early 6-0 lead.
I'll tell you what, John, right when Walker got hit, he just got nailed, and right when he got hit is when he threw the ball. They were lucky to get that play off, and you have to give credit to Valdez. You know, as his quarterback was rolling and rolling and rolling, he made sure that he got open, and he made sure he was in the end zone, because had he caught the ball in the 1 or the 2, it wouldn't have been a touchdown. It would have just been brush ball, so
exactly.
Heads-up play by Lamar.
That's a smart receiver knowing where to run. The extra point will be attempted by Will McLean off the hold of Walker. McLean is a 5'9", 150-pound sophomore. There's the snap. It's down. McLean's kick is up, and McLean's kick is off to the left. 2:19 to go in the opening quarter. It's Lamar 6, Brush nothing on KSIR.